Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumit and today I'm going to talk about Salesforce MCP Server with Claude AI. So in today's video, we are going to learn what is MCP Server, why MCP is important for AI integrations, how do we configure Salesforce MCP Server, how do we connect the Claude AI with Salesforce, and at the end, we'll see a real world AI use case demonstration. So this is a very demanding technology nowadays. Everyone is talking about MCP server, especially using Claude. So this video will help you to build AI-powered Salesforce applications or enterprise AI integrations. So let's get started. So first of all, let's try to understand what exactly MCP server is. So as you can see, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol Server. Is a server that allow the AI models like Claude AI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and these models or any other LLM model, so they can interact, they can securely communicate with external systems like Salesforce, AWS3, databases, any other APIs, or any other enterprise applications. So simply speaking, MCP server act as a bridge between AI and real world enterprise system. So imagine using Claude AI, I will simply ask, show me all opportunities from Salesforce. Now, either I can log in into Salesforce, then I can write a query over there. We have to write a SOQL query, but I would like to get the response in a simple AI in a simple LL by using a simple natural language format. So Claude AI or Claude AI will help us to do this. So what do we do? I'll simply log in into my Claude AI and I can ask a question. Let me show you. I'll just switch to my yeah, that's my Salesforce platform, and here is my Claude AI. And here I just write list me all available opportunities, list me all available opportunities in a table format. So when I hit enter, what happened? Because I have already configured my Claude AI, I have already configured MCP server in my Claude AI. So it will connect to my Salesforce org and it will retrieve the data from there. So this I have already done. Obviously, I will be going to show you again in the step-by-step implementation, but right now I'm just demonstrating you that how it's going to work. So you can see what I asked. I ask Claude AI, show me all opportunities from Salesforce. Now, Claude AI will itself cannot access the Salesforce directly because Claude AI is a different platform. Salesforce is a different product. So what Claude AI will do? Claude AI will request to the MCP server. MCP server will retrieve the data securely from the Salesforce and send it back to the AI. That's why MCP is becoming extremely important for agentic AI automations, enterprise AI systems, enterprise systems, and the Salesforce AgentForce. So now you can see I'm able to see my opportunities. See, all the opportunities will be listed out here, right? So all opportunities listed out here. See this. Yes. So now I'm able to see all the opportunities in my Claude. So this is the environment which I have already configured in where I have already set up the MCP server. But now I will be going to show you step-by-step implementation. But before that, let's try to understand its architecture, how actually it's working out. So in order to do this, let me switch to my PPT. And here you can see the end-to-end flow will be the user will ask a question to the AI using Claude. AI will send request to MCP server. The MCP server will process request and connect to the external systems. And the external systems will return the data back to the Claude. And the MCP server format and send the response to the AI. And the AI will finally deliver the response back to the user. So this is the end-to-end process, end-to-end flow. But how are we going to implement this? That's the question. So in order to implement this, let's see how are we going to do this. And for this, let's see the how do we set up the environment. And for this, for setting up MCP server, we need to do some customization, some implementation in Salesforce, and also we need to create an external client app. So step number one is, first of all, we'll switch back to Salesforce. And here in my Salesforce, the very first step is I'm going to look for user interface. That's the first step. And in user interface, because we'll be doing it very first time, so I'll just open this user interface, and here you can see you have to enable an option called enable MCP server beta. So I've already enabled this, but you have to enable MCP server beta, enable MCP service beta. That is your step number one. Once you enable, you have to save this. Now, step number two, you need to go to a list of MCP servers, available MCP servers in Salesforce. So I just switch to MCP servers in Salesforce. And in MCP servers in Salesforce, you can see we can create some external servers, or else we have some existing Salesforce servers also, which we can use with the Claude. So I click on Salesforce servers. So these are some existing servers like S-Object All, Data Cloud Queries, S-Object Mutations, Metadata Expert, Salesforce API, S-Object Read, S-Object Deletes, and Engagement Interaction. Although we can create a new Salesforce MCP server based on our requirement, but I'm going for S-Object All. So I click on S-Object All, and you can see what all functionalities, what all operations this S-Object All can perform. So here are the MCP server details. So what do? We can get related records. We can get recently viewed records. We can query records. See this? So we have inbuilt commands. Search across object SOQL, get current user info, get object schema, create record, update record. Delete record option is not there. So for delete record, we'll use a different MCP server. So there are 9 tools, and there will be 2 prompts also: create executive briefing for account review meeting, or revenue relocation analysis. So what we have to do, we need to activate this. So I'm going to activate this MCP server because I want this MCP server to be used by the Claude to perform the operations on my Salesforce objects. So that is step number one. Now the next step is we will be going to create an external client app manager. So it's time to set up an external client app manager, and for this I'll navigate to setup, and here I search for external client app manager, and I'm going to create a new external client app manager. So click on new external client app. I'll just write Claude AI test app. You can give any name you want, it's up to you. Contact email, so I will be using my email address, not this one. Yeah, so email address, this one, AITechone, this one, and the rest of the details will remain unchanged. Enable oath. Now we'll be looking for a callback URL. So there is an official documentation. So I will be using the same official documentation to set up our hosted MCP server on Salesforce. So here we have to look for Claude. This will be the callback URL for the Claude. So I'll just copy this callback URL and paste it here. Now the oath scope, first is offline access, and the second one, if you scroll down, we have the access Salesforce hosted MCP server, this one, MCP API, this, we need this. Next, we have to do select issue JSON based token access for the named user. So we scroll down, and I'll just say issue JSON token, and I will uncheck all of them. See this. So select required proof key for support authorization flow, required proof key for this one, code exchange. This also we need to check. So we need to select these 2 options and deselect all other options. So I just deselect all other options. Okay. And finally, click on create. So I click on create. So my test app will be created successfully. Now I need to do customization oath policies. No need to make any changes, but I need the credentials. So I click on settings, and oath settings, consumer key and consumer secret. Okay, so I need the verification code. Let me go and check the verification code from my mailbox. And The verification code which I received in my mailbox is 673681. So 673681 and verify. So that's a consumer key and consumer secret. So, so we have successfully configured the setting in Salesforce and we have successfully configured the MCP server setting in Salesforce. So that's all we have to do here, right? That's all we have to do here. Now the next is we need to connect the MCP client. And for this, I will be using Claude. Now, how are we going to connect? So in order to connect the Claude or in order to set up a MCP server connector in Claude, the first is we need to sign up. So I've already signed in into my Claude. As you can see, I've already signed in as Sumit and I will be going to set up a connector now. So for the connector, I click customize. So I click on connectors, then click on plus, and here we have to select add custom connector. Now we need to provide certain details. So I'll give the name. I just give SFDC connector. You can give any name you want. Remote MCP server URL. So this remote MCP server URL will retrieve from the MCP server once the activated MCP server from the Salesforce. So I'll get back to my Salesforce instance and MCP server. Let me dismiss MCP server. And here we have activated one MCP server, Salesforce servers, this S object all. So I just open this S object all. And from here, I will copy paste. I'll copy the URL, basically the authentication server URL. I copy this server URL and paste this server URL here. Now, we also need to provide the consumer key and client ID and client secret, or consumer key and consumer secret, which we generated by using external client app. So I'll just click on expand the advanced setting. I need to provide oath client ID and oath client secret. So this is my client ID. I'll paste it here. That is my consumer key, and my consumer secret will be act as a client secret. Click on add. Now it says you are not connected to SFDC connector, but we have configured it. So when I click on connect, what happened? It will redirect back to Salesforce, try to log in and authenticate back onto Claude. So once the authentication will be done, it will redirect back to Claude. Now, in between, like when in between connection between the Claude and Salesforce, there one more screen will come up where it will ask you for verification. It didn't ask me because I've already configured it earlier, so it didn't ask that verification. But you have to simply click on verify. You have to give permission to Salesforce to use the Claude as a connector. So you can see it's connected successfully, SFDC connector, and here we can perform all these operations, like we can get user info, update related record, update S object record, SOQL query. Let's go and check. So now I'll click back to new chat, and here I just write fetch all opportunity from Salesforce with stage as closed one, all the opportunities, and enter. So what it will do, it will follow that, it will use that Salesforce connector, and with the help of Salesforce connector, it will fetch it's using that as software query. It's requesting, and it will generate a response to us. So process may take time, so that won't be a problem, but yes, still at least we'll be able to see the response. See, loaded tool use SFDC connector integration, and it is doing it's fetching the details, fetching your closed one records. And if you want to verify that, I'll go to opportunities, and I'll just click here, data export, and here I write select name from opportunity where stage name equals to closed one. Run export. Here are the opportunities. See, and here also we'll get there are 18 opportunities. See, it gives a summary also. And if I say select name, phone from account, will that work? Let's see. Select name, phone from account, SOQL query. Let's have a look. Select name, comma, phone from account, opportunity. I'll go to account. See this. It will retrieve. See this. We are getting name and phone, and also we are getting the filter by name. Edge communication. See, so fast. I'll just write here, create an account with Claude test account, create an account with name as Claude test account and phone number. Enter. So what it will do? Yes, I want to allow, and it will. So which request is coming up? Create S object record. So if you see in S object record, we have tools. Create S object record. Create record. Create S object record. And let's see the record created successfully. I can verify that. So I just reload, and I can see a record created today. New this week. A new record created with Claude test account. I just write delete account with ID, and let's suppose I just pass the ID and I want to delete that record. Run. Right now we are able to see the record, but let's see. Now it says I'm not able to delete Salesforce record. Reason, the connected SFDC connected only supports to create, read, and updating record, not to see. There is no option for delete. So therefore it won't be able to delete record. Got it? So that's the way we can use Claude AI, and we can use Salesforce MCP connector with Claude AI to perform operations. Query records, create records, update records, search across objects. There are other MCP servers also. So as you can see, we have other MCP servers. So let's look at those MCP servers. And if we want, we can set up, we can change the MCP server and perform operations according to that MCP server, data cloud, right? And metadata expert, S object mutation. So if you want to do the operations on a data cloud, we can use this one, data cloud queries. Let's go and check the tools. This one, execute a data cloud and return metadata in first chunk of data, query metadata API, list all entities, the data space. So that's the way we can set up, we can configure Salesforce MCP server in Claude AI, and we can perform the queries. Now, that's all in this video. In the next video, I will be going to show you. I will be going to show you that how can we set up the Gmail MCP connector. How do we configure? How do we connect? How do we set up a connector with for Gmail account or our Google account or mail account using Claude and perform the operations on our mail account? So that's all in this video. If you like this video, so please like, subscribe the channel. You can post your comment in the comment below. Comment your questions, and don't forget to share these videos with your Salesforce and AI community. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.